welcome to Tarot Night.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whichever part of the day it might be. I know that we've had a couple people from across the pond, and most definitely across a few that have been popping on to our YouTube, especially, and a couple on our Facebook. So wanted to make sure we covered all the bases. It has been a week. But
Sure
we're
has.
here doing things. It is the last Thursday of the month. It's Tarot Night, as Pat said. If you're interested in a reading, it is 100% free. So all you have to do is get on the list. We'll be reading until about 10 o'clock, and then we're going to cut it unless there's something, an important read or a longer read that we're having to do. If you donate stars, notice how we put that. If you donate stars, you get bumped to the top of the list because technically at that point you are a paying customer and we're going to take care of you. You can choose up to 2 readers at any given point, but if you donate stars, you can choose to have everybody read you. So it's a full tandem read with every person that we have that is currently reading. There is Wild Tiffy that has decided to grace us with her presence tonight.
I'm not in hibernation mode in the current moment.
Woo! She is of the out at the moment, so she'll be giving color commentary as she is wont to do.
Good luck, y'all.
Fuck me. So, looking at the end of the month, at least as far as announcements, the 30th and the 1st. We're going to be at the Central Kentucky Mystical Market, and we're looking forward to that, as we always are. It'll be our first month back in several.
Yep.
So we're pretty stoked. Come out and see us, see a bunch of other people. Come get your cards flipped, energy work done, handshake, high five, hug. They're all free. And we'll have a little bit of some holiday stuff for you guys to look through if you want to get some gifts for the family, the friends, the kids, or, the mischief makers in your life. The next mystical market will be the 14th and 15th, which I find hilarious because it's going to be right after another Friday the 13th this year. So it'll be Friday the 13th, then the next market, and that's in December. As far as I know, we're going to be there. We won't know until probably the end of this market because we're going to need to see about schedules and who's going to be able to show and that kind of thing. So hopefully we'll all be there and I'll be doing things.
As far as class updates, next month's class is going to be a chakra class taught by Mr. Tyree. And the date for that is December 7th at 6 p.m. So if you're interested, that'll be up on the website. The link will be circulating. We'll have it ready to go for y'all. It'll be $60 like the other 300 level classes. And it'll be held in person and I believe online as well. In person, it'll be at the Missing Elements, 1018 East New Circle Road, Lexington, Kentucky, Suite 114 and 112, 40505.
That's a mouthful, but yeah, we're probably going to be hosting it in 112 for those that show up. But you can always come through the shop, check out what we have, say hi to the boys, and if you get there early, get a sound healing from Mr. Tyree, get your cards flipped, get some energy work done. We'll take care of you. But looking forward to that. The last chakra class that Tyree did was a couple of years ago, but he was very good at what he did and has been doing a lot of research to make sure he knows what he's talking about. So we're kind of looking forward to him doing a 300 level class. Our next class is going to be in January, and that one is going to be a special one. We'll have more details for you as they come up. But this one is going to be taught by one Mr. Chris Davis. So be prepared and be afraid.
It will be online only.
Because he is, due to health constraints and different things like that, he is unable to be in the out. So he'll be doing that over our Discord. So all seats will be 100% online. So if you are going to take that class, be prepared to do it over Discord.
So that'll be in January, and Tyree's class on Shoppers will be next month.
We're rolling for you guys. We're rolling. I know that we're going to have probably at the beginning of the year. I know we're going to start to have a little bit more towards the bridging the gap. We're also going to be starting the new format for the energetic forecast here very soon. I'm basically going to try and set it up with the guys. I'm going to try and set it up kind of like a newscast. So we're going to have the forecast. We're going to have the quick word, which is our announcements. Try and cover everything all in one go, but make it a little bit more interesting than me just word bomb. So we'll have that worked out with you. I haven't got with them yet and need to do that. I know that Raymond showed me a couple of things that he's been working on for it, and we'll get it worked out for you guys. I will have a new energetic forecast with you this week. So it is either going to be tomorrow or it's going to be Sunday, but I am going to have it up for you guys. Because there is a lot that has actually shifted in the last little bit, and you guys need to know. But
Hey, Shelly, how's it going?
howdy, howdy, howdy.
Whew. It is tarot night, and we'll be reading for a little while. Then we'll get it closed off. But for now, if anybody would like a reading, just let us know in the comments. Let us know who your preferred reader will be. It's Pat, Steve, Raymond, and Tiffy if she feels called to. That's special circumstances. If not, she'll be commenting from the back. And
I'm part of the peanut gallery most of the time.
You are the peanut gallery.
I like it, so shut up.
I'm married and I have to deal with it. There's a difference.
I can go to bed.
Nah.
See?
Steve, be nice. Fuck.
Absolutely, Shelley. Who did you like to read?
I've been essentially married for 10 years. I am 100% dedicated to being a bitter ass old man at this point.
Shit. Well, we've got a couple previous.
Say, sir, is bite my ass.
Ladle.
Ladle?
Ladle.
Ladle.
Ladle. Ladle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Mhm.
Shelly, who do you have a specific question, and would you like a specific reader? And same question for you, Terry.
Welcome to November, the month of grumpy fucks.
Yeah, truth. Nah. I think I'm not doing you today.
You sure?
I'm being festive.
God.
Stimulants.
100%.
Shelly would like a general from the bitter old man.
Oh, neat. Okay. I'm not bitter. I'm misunderstood.
Shit.
In the ass is what you are.
Look, I am an absolute fucking delight. Oh, I'm at 12 today. I'm going to be everyone's problem. This is what happens when I actually sleep.
What's that like?
This.
Fair enough.
Oh, all right. A general reading from Miss Shelley.
Yes.
Alrighty. See what damage I can do for you, Shelley.
Dabblage.
Dabblage. We were rolling D20 to see how hard I can spank with this deck. Let's see.
Hey, Shelly, roll for initiative for me.
For reference, I'm using the Wild Mystic deck. Need a little bit of clarity on this shit. Yeah. So everybody has, their particular stressors, that kind of thing in life. You can't getting a tarot reading and going, is there something you're concerned about, is kind of bullshit. It's kind of a cold read. The big thing here is there's a lot that's pointing towards feeling as though you're either being lied to, something's being held from you, or you feel not necessarily betrayed, but you feel as though someone is underestimating you. There are a lot of cards here that are definitely pointing towards being concerned about being tricked, about being used. And it's under the guise of being friendly. It's under the guise of being happy, One of the things that's really actually sticking out is the Protect card, which literally was the first card that I pulled. So this tells me that you're already catching on to this, that there's something that has been on the back of your mind, just kind of nagging. It's more than just a what if. It's definitely, they must think I'm stupid kind of thought.
She said someone's fucking around, don't know exactly who.
Okay. So that would have that. So let's see what we got here. Okay. How's your shop been doing? Because by the way things look, there is a little bit of a separation, or a, not necessarily a lack of movement, but there's no growth. It is where it is, and it's not really up and it's not really down, but it's barely staying.
She's with her shop right now.
There it is. Okay. Last bit. That's neat. Okay. So the last little bit on this one, here's what we can do with this, right? So by the looks of it, what it is that's happening, at least as far as the quote unquote tricking, the cunning, or the, not necessarily, and that's the big thing that I want to make sure you understand, is it's not necessarily lying. It's manipulation through wordsmithing. So it's basically someone telling you things that you want to hear, as opposed to the things that they actually want to say. And it is causing a major conflict. The next thing is the shop is what came up, because there are a lot of cards that are lending towards work and wisdom. and them all literally being inversed, as well as family. So the collective shop feel. So it makes me wonder if your projects aren't what is being targeted, or the people that you're around, not necessarily you, but what you're into. The things that we can look at here. So we have the secret card, and then we have transform, which is inversed, so lack of change. And then we have rest, which is inversed, which is obviously a lack of ability to relax or sleep. So things to think about right now. Usually when we're in these moments where things have a tendency to kind of stagnate or stale or even begin to fizzle out, it's not necessarily a situation where we are being told it's impossible or we're being told we're not supposed to. People get that wrong idea. What we're being told is we're not in it. And what I mean by that is usually at those points you're being told to remember what it is that you started for, where your roots are, the kind of person that you are, the things that you want from this. You know, these endeavors shouldn't just be a flight of fancy or something that keeps you afloat. It needs to be a passion. And if it's not something that you need to continue to do. The last thing is allow people to think what it is that they want to think. And what I mean by this is play your cards close to your chest. Be honest, hold your integrity, but don't give information that's not asked for. I get the impression that you're going to start getting some really weird questions. And when you start getting those weird questions from people, you're going to know exactly who's fucking around. Hopefully that helped out a little bit.
Alrighty. All right, next up is Terry. She's got a question on new relationship and how it's gonna go. Terry.
Who's she wanting to read her?
Whoever felt called.
Not it. I feel called, but not it. Doing that for a fucking reason.
Okay, Terry. Okay. So, Terry, as far as new relationship, you literally only got 3 cards. The 8 of Wands reversed, the 8 of Cups, and the Sun. Which literally tells me that you need to just take things slow and make sure that you leave things from the old relationship with the old relationship and where that relationship is. Not there. Don't carry that stuff forward into the new one. as far as the way things go, so one of the things that I love about the Sun card is it's actually a Pegasus, at least in this deck. And Pegasi, what is the plurality of Pegasus? That.
Like trying to say aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminum. Num, 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 num.
Yeah, that are heavily partner related, but it's an equal partnership. It's not one above the other. It's not a different space in each one. Just make sure that you actually maintain that. Know what you want. Stick by what you want. Make sure that the other person's on that same page too. If you do, shit'll be good. If you don't, you'll know pretty fucking fast. Just take it slow. And make sure it's what you want. And that's all I got for you. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Because normally more than just 3 cards pop out for you.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Yep. Let's see.
Mr. Russell next, right?
Yep. Russell would like a. We've had the hard conversations already. Awesome. That's actually fucking kick ass, dude.
And it's for the Raymond.
It is
Russell,
for the Raymond. I know you want general, but do you want a raw reading or somewhat softer reading there, bud?
And thanks, Keith, for the share.
Thank you. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Renee. She shared out too.
Thank y'all very much.
Appreciated.
Well, Mr. Raymond is doing the thing, letting you guys know tarot readings are absolutely free. It's first come, first serve. All you have to do is say you want one, what kind, whether that's general or you have a subject, and which reader. If you donate stars, and it is a donation, but if you donate stars, you get bumped to the top of the list because technically at that point you're a paying customer, and you have the ability to ask for everybody to do a tandem reading. So just letting everybody know, again, tarot readings as far as general are 100% free.
General read for Mr. Russell.
Just so they know, I am not part of that at all. I just kind of pop up like a groundhog every once in a while when I feel like I ain't feeling it. I ain't gonna see nothing.
Whoa. That one jumped hard. All right. Doesn't feel like the right card. All right, Mr. Russell. Like these cards are screaming at me. Sorry, it's taking me a minute because There's a lot to unpack here. There really is.
Same.
Because it feels like there's so many different things coming at one time from one person. Why are you questioning yourself so damn much? You're questioning, is this who I really want to be? Is this who I really am? Is this who I want to become? And it looks like there's some shit going on around you and stuff, and you're trying to ignore it. And it's just easier to take and play well, if I'm pretend that I don't see what's going on, and I pretend I don't hear what's going on and stuff, eventually it'll go away. But honestly, it's just pissing you off more. And it's funny because two of the cards I have are almost basically the same card. I have the Is This Me card, and I have Hiding Your True Self. Okay. That's starting to help things make a little bit more sense here. Actually, no, that's not the deck I want. This was the other deck that called to me earlier. That's why I asked you what kind of reading you wanted, because all right, yeah. I'm just trying to get a little bit more clarification, guys. There we go. Yeah, and honestly, don't think you're ready to be near that part of your family. There's still a lot of wounds that you haven't healed from that situation. Because only one card jumped out of my Dragon's deck, and that was the healing card. And based on the rest of the reading and stuff, yeah, it's probably not a good idea, dude. So you're safer where you're at. I hope that helps.
And hello to everybody that's popped in. Hi, Linda. We do have Angela and Lisa and Keith. We've got you all on the list so far. If anybody else would like a reading, let us know. Thanks, Miss Linda, for sharing.
And Angela, are you still in the comments? If so,
How'd you get that,
just let
Russell?
me know, if you have a specific question you want to ask or a specific reader. I will get you added to the list, Miss Linda. Just let me know in the comments if you have a specific reader you want, or a general read, or whichever.
You have direction. Angela is still here.
Awesome. I know further up she had mentioned she wanted a raw reading. Steve, do you want to take that one?
Sure. Do we have a
A specific question, life direction, and partner.
direction? Part. All right, this is for Angela, correct?
Yes.
All right, Miss Angela, let's see what we can do. I will give you my best. Um, okay. So things seem to be going all right, but there seems to be something that's disjointed or disconnected. Um, kind of like you're missing a puzzle piece. And a lot of times, people will get, like I mentioned earlier, people will get tarot readings to kind of find that missing piece when we pretty much have an idea of what's already going on. So this particular deck that I'm using, a lot of people refer to it as the main deck when I use it, but it has a tendency to give more confirmation than it does anything else. So we have the change card, disconnect, and the journey, meaning that something in our life just doesn't seem like it fits. Now, so you were wondering about a new relationship. Has one currently started, or have you been looking for somebody? I do need that clarification.
Yes, started.
Just started. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking about that is I got the hunger card, sovereignty, and foresight. So this lends me into a particular mode. I'll say this before I draw a couple more cards. Be careful about starting a new relationship to try and fill a void in your life. Sometimes we get into relationships because we fear being alone. We fear having to do it by ourselves, or we let the loneliness overtake. And you have to be very careful to reconcile your feelings before you get into a new spot. These cards basically state that there is a drive to find yourself, and there is a need to plan ahead when right now you've just started things fresh. Allow things to be what they are. And just like Pat had mentioned earlier for Terry, be careful about taking things too quickly. Allow yourself to move into the relationship organically. If it's something that needs to be there, it's going to be easy. And what I mean by easy is you're going to be able to be emotionally available, vulnerable, and mature in that relationship. That doesn't mean it's not going to be difficult to be in a relationship. It means it's going to be easy to make it work. So let's see. I do see things working out for you. Yeah. I do see things working out for you with your current choices. Now, with any tarot or oracle reading, it's based off of your current circumstances and the choices that you've currently made. And getting a reading automatically changes those situations because you're thinking about the reading. But I do see things working out for you. We have the Freedom card, Synergy card, and Treasure. And those specifically means that this particular burden of that missing piece is going to be lifted. You're going to be searching for it and find it on the floor just under your foot. You're not going to have to really fight for it. As long as you're careful. In a relationship, you should never define yourself by the other person. You need to understand that you are an individual and so are they. You're choosing to do it together. As long as you two can come together and compromise instead of accommodation, it's going to be awesome. It's going to work out the way that it needs to. And there's the end of the reading. We have the Blessings card that came up last. Hopefully that helped out some and gave you a little bit of confidence in the decisions that you made. If you have any other questions, you can message us and we'll be happy to give you a different or a more in-depth reading.
She said thank you.
You're always welcome.
All right, next up is Keith for Raymond. He wants a general.
Same question, Keith. Do you want it raw or do you want it a little bit more easy tonight?
And it's just taking a second. We have like a massive delay on the words coming up. Keith said whatever comes up.
Okay. Bit of both. Okay, I'll put you down. That deck fell apart. It's like, no. Okay. So, yeah, bit of both. So, Keith, it looks like you're still questioning some things. And I say that because of the 4 cards in front of me. It looks like you're still trying to figure out what's important to you, but you keep waiting for inspiration to take and make up your mind. However, I also have the dominance card here, which is, telling you, don't forget to believe in yourself. You've got that doubt that's constantly running in the back of your head, but you know how to do things. You know what you need to do. There's no reason to doubt yourself. There's no reason not to believe in yourself. It's just understanding your limits and finding where they actually stop. Instead of, saying, well, this doesn't feel like the situation for me, but is it the situation isn't right for you, or do you feel like you're not right for the situation? And that's where it circles back to what's important to you. What do you want to do yourself? Nice. Very nice. Drew, one last card just kind of for a little bit more clarification for you and stuff. Once you break that mindset that's been holding you back, you're going to feel a whole lot more free, bud. It's all going to connect, and it's all going to fall into place, and then you'll really, really understand. Don't give up on the things that you're passionate about, dude. That's it. You don't fail. And none of us are going to let you take and fall on your face regardless. You've got this. We've got you. Let's make it work. I hope that helps.
Do it. You got people in your corner, dude.
Always.
All right, Lisa Jairus, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. Are you still in the comments? If so, I need to know if you've got a question and if you've got a reader preference.
And by the way, everybody who has been asking for readings has been getting on the list. We have been paying attention to your comments. So, Lisa, let us know if you're still there. If not, we will move on to the next person. If you are just now popping in on the YouTube or here on Facebook, all the tarot readings, oracle readings are 100% free. You just have to get your name on the list. It's first come, first serve until we cut the list off. And if you donate stars on Facebook, then you get bumped to the top of the list. and get the opportunity to have everybody read you if you would like. We can do tandem reads of up to 2 people. Stars gets everybody who's currently reading.
So Lisa is still here. Any feels on a partner, no preference on reader.
Feels on a partner.
Yeah.
You and me on this one. You do it.
Tandem?
What? Okay.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Pretty much. I actually love reading. I really do. But you're actually going to be. You need to lead this one.
Okay.
I can do tandem with it, but you need to lead this one.
Okay. That's fine. Queen of the Moons.
And while we're shuffling, thank you everybody that decided to come out and watch. We're not dipping out just quite yet, but still wanted to take the time to let you guys know.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, Lisa. So, as far as what I'm getting originally, so the first 3 cards that you got were New Beginnings, First Assessing, and Resilience. Which tells me that you're actively looking currently, either that or you're about to start a new one potentially, but you're very unsure about that individual. It looks like you typically fall into a habit of potentially doing most of the things yourself, and you don't often compromise, you tend to accommodate. Just know that it's okay to be the actual version of you, not who it is that you think you need to be for a partner. And I say that because the next 3 cards were Abundance, Pleasure, and the Masculine Lunar God. On this one, don't go looking. I know that's a lot easier said than done. This one, you just need to let fall into place. Let the work that you've been doing on yourself catch up with what it is that you've actually put out into the universe, either whichever word it is that you prefer. Just don't force it.
So mine's along the same lines, only in a different scope. So there is a fierceness behind the relationships that you do have, whether those are friends, family, co-worker, previous partner, they are something that you want to defend, especially to yourself. You find a gratification in making sure that everything works the way that it has to. And I'm putting has to in air quotes. One thing that I can tell you is, and this seems to be the theme this week, one thing that I can tell you is similar to what Pat said, and that is understanding the reason why you're wanting the relationship. Is it just an attraction? Is it that this person has things that you want? Is it that this person can take care of you? Is it a project? The way that the current cards look is this is a filling of the void, a need to be needed, and a particular mode of wanting to build a relationship that is from the ground up. We're ticking the boxes. We're moving things into place. Everything has it, instead of it having its flaws, there's a need for it to be fixed. And the big thing here is it's not just the other person. Be careful of trying to quote unquote fix yourself, because you feel as though you are not that you don't measure up to a standard, or there's certain things that you don't like that the other person doesn't, or there's a clash about something. Just because there are those differences, it doesn't make the relationship weak. It doesn't make the relationship wrong. It means it's a real one. Relationships are work. They're supposed to be difficult. What makes them a good one is when you can make it through it and see it on the other side as something better than what it was. Make sure that the person that you are looking for or are currently interested in, make sure it's somebody that you feel like being in the trenches with, crawling in the mud. Because there is going to be a day where one or both of you fucks it up. And on that particular day, who are you going to be? And who are you wanting to be on the other side of it? Be good to yourself so that you can be good to them. And that means both being honest with yourself and taking care of yourself. Hopefully that helped. It's a little more raw than I would have liked to have gone, but
Same. Next up, we have Linda Nelson. She wants a general for whoever feels called.
in general.
Raymond, how about you do that one? How about you take this one?
Okay. Linda Nelson. Give these a good shuffle here.
And while Raymond is shuffling, anybody in the comments who would like a reading, please let us know. Just let us know in the comments who you'd like to read you, and if you've got a question. Raymond is on the other screen. Steve is over there. I'm Pat. And if no one else has a reading request, that's totally fine. We'll just close things a little early tonight. But right now it's Miss Linda Nelson being read by Raymond.
That was some lovely commentary.
And move the pocket pooch.
Mhm. Lana.
Shit.
Wouldn't mess with them. Gets it done by your foot.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's posted up.
Yeah, he's down
Miss
there.
Linda, it looks like you're struggling a bit this time of year, aren't you?
Seasonal.
That grief of a missing person at the table. Yeah. Um, can you do me a favor and take you a deep breath? Because what it looks like here is, you understand that you have a choice as to how much you grieve about the situation, but you also understand that you have a choice to appreciate who's still at the table. And it's okay to do both. It's hard to lose a loved one, but they're still there. And understanding that side of it as well is really going to help you through this holiday season.
Gratitude.
That's the one.
Is
So
the act.
remembering that, that's it. You know, you've got people that are going to be there that love you and are there for you. So let them. And I hope that helps.
Alrighty, guys. Gonna do one last call for anybody who would like a reading in the comments. We'll give it a couple of seconds or a minute or so. As far as the rest of November goes, it's an awesome month. There's a lot of awesome opportunities and a lot of good things happening. If you do need people, please reach out. Please communicate it. And even if you just need to talk, as long as you tell somebody, that's what's important. Seasonals can sneak up on you. Try not to let them, please.
Second call for readings. We'll do one more after this one. If you would like a reading, they're absolutely free. All you have to do is ask and specify if you have a particular reader. If you would like general, or you have a course you'd like the reading to go. So money, finances, love, career, personal things. Let us know what it is that we can help you with. If you donate stars, you get bumped to the top of the list. But while we're waiting on this one, we had a live stream last week discussing gratitude, and it's something to really keep in mind that it shouldn't just be in November. It should be a year-round thing. And gratitude is the response to thankfulness. It's what leads to it and starts the cycle of having it again. Being grateful for people, being grateful for opportunities, being grateful for the blessings that have been afforded should be a daily thing. And I think a lot of times people get wound up in the human condition or the religious overtones of that particular statement and start to fall back on, well, I'm not in Bible school, I don't have to count my blessings. Usually when you do, though, and you take the opportunity each day to look at the things that did go right, look at the things that didn't fuck up, look at the things that you're not doing without, or that you've been able to provide for other people, the things that you're afforded to do that most people would kill for the opportunity. Having a home, having a job, having a car, having family, the things that we take for granted on a daily basis. When you take the time to be grateful for those things, you do find out that life is nowhere near as rough as you thought. And you have a lot to be happy about, even in the saddest of moments.
Don't take that to the extent, though, of leaving yourself in a toxic situation just because you feel like you need to be grateful for it.
Well, right.
I see that happen so
I
much.
that's a different avenue. So the big thing here is there's a difference between being grateful for the things that you've been afforded and enabling abuse or enabling other situations just because you want to live in toxic positivity. So it's a different branch of what I was talking about, but it's the same kind of deal. Being able to actually look at what's real and in front of you as far as what the positive things are in your life lets you know what it is that you're actually enabling in your life. Well, is this actually a good thing? Is it actually something to be grateful for? Well, it's kind of toxic as shit and it's kind of abusive as fuck. So, no. And I should probably get out of it. You shouldn't stay in a situation just because you don't want it to, fall apart. You don't want to be the reason. That's something else this time of year usually affords is toxic positivity. That whole thing of, well, if I don't believe the negative shit exists, then it doesn't. Well, tough titty said the kitty. Yes, it does. Thinking positively is not forgetting that negativity and darkness is in our lives. It's understanding that there is a way out of it. It's seeing the silver lining. It's looking for hope, which is in and of itself something to be grateful for.
All right, guys, final call for readings.
Night, Russell.
All right, Steve, you want to close us out?
Well, thank you guys for bearing with us for another successful month. At least we feel as though it's successful. Come see us at the Mystical Market. It's going to be happening the weekend after Thanksgiving. So the 30th and the 1st of November and December. We're looking forward to it as we always are. It's going to be our first time back in a little bit. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody. And know that as the holiday approaches, don't let yourself get drowned in being agitated and angry with commercialism or the shopping or even dealing with the family and, all the people. Live your life. Take a moment to actually be grateful. Let yourself actually enjoy the fucking holiday. And until we see you again, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember that those that have the power to change themselves have the power to change the world around themselves. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Night.